What's going on, y'all? This is another brand new episode of DMC with Na'im Lynn. That is Deep, Meaningful Conversations. And my guest today, good friend of mine, known his brother since college, came up together in the comedy game, 1/3 or 1/8 or 1 something of the Plastic Cup Boys. There's so many of us. My man, Mr. Spank Horton.
What's up, man?
What up, bruh?
What's going on with you?
Yeah, man. Glad to have you here. You know, I done your shit a few times, so had to get you on mine early.
Of course. When you mean deep, meaningful conversation, how deep we going?
Man, we gonna talk about a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go ahead and get like the shit that's out there already out of the way.
Okay.
So, I mean, it ain't too much that we don't know about each other. Mm-hmm. And between radio and your pods and all that stuff, we put everything. We're very transparent. We put everything out there.
For sure.
6 years of radio, so it's so much stuff that the world already knows, and this is, you know, we'll refresh the people that don't know.
Okay.
So I'll start. I'm just going to say everything that I know about you, and then you correct me where I go wrong, if anywhere.
All right.
Okay. You were born in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Your mother was living in New York at the time?
She was living in New York.
Okay, yeah, and she met your father. You were born in Brooklyn, then you were raised in Philly.
Yeah.
Went to Lincoln University, got kicked out of school for hazing.
Mm-hmm.
went to Temple. That's where I met you.
Mm-hmm.
Started doing comedy around 2001, somewhere in that area.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll get to like when we started working together with Kev, but you know that, and been in LA since 2016.
2016.
Okay, so you 10 years in now, and you got 2 kids, different mothers.
2 that I take care of. I don't know about those. Nah, I got 2.
2 kids, 1 son, 1 daughter.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
So you know we've made jokes about this shit, but the truth is, you were a product of a side relationship.
Yes.
Yeah, your father, was he married?
He wasn't married. He was just, you know, he had a girl. He had 2 kids by. Well, no. He had 1 kid with the lady, and then I guess he was messing around with my mom on the side.
Okay.
So my sister and I were 3 months apart.
Okay. She's 3 months older than you.
3 months younger.
Okay.
And my brother is older than me though. I think he got me about 2 years. I think.
Do any of y'all got the same mother?
Me and one of my brothers on my mom's side, yes, we got the same mother but different dads.
No, I'm talking about from your father. Does he have any kids with the same woman? Or
yeah, the 2. My older brother and my sister. They with the same mother.
Okay.
And then he got like 4 or 5 other kids, but they all different mothers. So he got 2 more with 1 mother too. Mm-hmm. That's Troy and what's the name? Yeah, they got 2.
So wait. So your father got like 6 kids.
You got like 6 total. I believe it's 6 total.
I never met that many of them.
No, you know, the only ones that really be coming out like that is like my sister and Tori be coming out, and I think that's it. My other brothers don't really be coming out like that.
You know all of them though?
Yeah, I know all of them.
Okay, y'all got a group chat.
Yeah, there we go. We got a group chat, so we always
right.
But I've always met them like when I was younger and stuff like that. My mom used to always bring me back to New York, like summertime, stuff like that, and I go hang with him and talk to him and stuff like that. So
yeah, your father, you know, me and your father cool, you know, just like you cool. We all cool with each other's parents and shit. Yeah. And I'll never forget. He told me it wasn't no Magnums back in the day. So yeah, he was raw dogging. That's how you came about.
Yeah, my dad ain't got no filter. I think I definitely get that from him. He don't have no filter.
What's crazy is you was like one of the sidekick, but you look like him more than anybody.
Than everybody, yep, I do.
You got the height. Like you really look like him and shit.
And one of my brothers do look similar to us too. Tory look. He's dark skinned. He got the bald head like him now and everything. He went bald like 25, 26.
Damn. Yeah. So all right. So that's your father's side.
Father's side.
And your grandfather, your mother's father, was a singer.
Yes.
And you named after him.
I'm named after him.
Get a Job was a song. He
was a doo-wop. He was in a doo-wop group called the Silhouettes, and he was the lead singer. And his name was William Franklin Horton, and my mom named me after him, William Horton.
Okay.
You can't be a junior through your grandfather.
Right. But your middle name is
Tylon.
Yeah.
I forgot where that came from. I gotta ask my mom that. I forgot where that came from.
So you only saw your father basically like holidays or shit.
Yeah,
like
holidays. He would come down for graduation and stuff like that. Like I make jokes like, "Yo, my dad wasn't in my life," but he was in my life. He was in my life though.
Best he could for you to be a side baby.
Right.
Yeah. So your childhood was in Philly. You grew up and you lived with your grandfather.
No, I lived with my mother growing up. My grandfather used to come visit us like every Sunday though, and drop off money.
Your grandmother was a side chick, wasn't she?
No, my grandmother wasn't a side chick. No, my grandfather had 4 with my grandmom.
Okay.
Oh no, my aunt Tonette. No, my aunt Tonette with my aunt Tonette. No, Aunt Terry, my mom, my Aunt Donna. So I guess it was just 3. Yeah, I guess it was just 3. My fault. 3 kids with her. But after he passed away, we found out he had some other kids though.
Yeah.
Right.
You're a singer.
Yeah.
That chitlin circuit,
right.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I think that's dope. I had Afion on, and he didn't know his real father till he was like, he didn't know he had another father, a biological father, until he was like 14. He thought that his stepfather was his real father, and his father was a musician, and he just kind of inherited that shit without even knowing that his father was a musician and was like playing instruments.
Yeah.
And Afion do everything.
Right.
So it's crazy how like your grandfather was a singer and then you became an entertainer too.
Right.
Yeah. So I believe that shit gets passed down.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I wish the singing would have got passed down, but I'll take the comedy.
I mean, you still got to have the stage presence, the charisma, the swag, and all that stuff. So you picked all of that stuff up. From knowing you all these years, you are one of the happiest people I've ever met. Like, nigga don't really get mad. When you get mad, you get mad.
Yeah.
You got a temper.
Yeah, I go to 0 to 100 fast though. That's the only thing.
But it's almost understood because you don't start no shit with nobody. Right. You're easygoing. So if somebody gets you there, it's like, why? Why you get me there? Because I ain't do nothing.
Like, why is we going? There's no need to go in.
Right.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I can kind of understand that. And, people have always tried to psychoanalyze you over the years, including your wife, and you, bless you.
Excuse me.
And,
sorry.
You've been to therapy because you're trying to figure out why you so happy. Yeah, like some type of reverse trauma or some shit. Mm-hmm. But have you ever looked at, everybody becomes the way they are for some reason.
Yeah.
Right? Whether you're a sad person, an introvert, extrovert, happy person, whatever. I feel like when I was a kid, often people ain't want to be bothered with me. So it's like, hey, my grandmother used to say, leave me, which was like, Chauffeur, leave me alone. That's what she used to say all the time. And, my mother gave me attention, but I also, she was busy working all that. So I found peace just by I learned how to play by myself. Okay. So because of that, I've always been cool with being in silence, being by myself. Yeah. My sophomore year of college, I moved off campus, so I was living by myself. It was an adjustment at first, but then I was like, yo, this is the shit, living by yourself. Right. So I've always been like that. I always say I'll be in my own world, but that's because that's what I'm accustomed to. I've always been like that. So is there anybody in your family that you like, yo, I kind of got my personality from this person, or I saw this person never worry about shit, like maybe your mother maybe struggled a little bit, but she never made a big deal about it. Is there anything that you can take back from your childhood that say, well, this is why I am this way?
I don't know. My mother always told me I was a happy baby. Mm-hmm. She was like, yo, a lot of babies cry a lot. You didn't cry that much. You was a happy baby from the beginning. Like, even when I fall and stuff like that, I just wouldn't cry. She said she understood it. She didn't understand, like, what's going on? Like, you just don't cry. And then I think
she was on the spectrum.
Probably did. And I don't know if I was talking early on either. Uh-huh. So it might have been like a little delay, and I think my mom thought something was wrong. It might have been. I could be wrong. I could be confusing one of my cousin's stories too, because it's been so long. But no, man, I think I got my personality from my stepfather and my cousin, though. I believe that's why, because they was funny. They was just always funny. My cousin, to me, is the funniest in my family.
Yeah.
Not no more, though. But before he went to the Army, I mean, not the Army, the Navy. Before he went to the Navy, he was the funny. After he went to the Navy, I don't know what happened. He went to,
The military do something.
Yeah,
too.
he went to war. Where was it at? In 2000s. Where was we at?
When after the World Trade Center shit?
I think so. Was that,
Afghanistan, Iraq,
yeah,
wherever.
it was one of them joints. He went over there, though. And when he came back, he just wasn't the same. But I got my personality from him and my stepfather. My stepfather, man, was funny, man. He was funny. R.I.P. to Mr. Nelson, man. He was funny. So I think I got my personality from them. But me just being happy, I don't know. I really don't know where it came from. I don't know. It just seems whack to be sad. It just seems, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't know where it came from. Maybe I do need to sit down and talk to someone. Maybe they can untap something from when I was a kid, maybe.
So I'm not. See, I don't think it's any problem with that. It's nothing to untap because you have the secret that everybody's looking for.
Right.
So it's not like I'm trying to say something wrong with you. I'm just trying to figure out, is it something that you, like somebody led by example, or you saw a certain thing and it was just like, yeah, this is just kind of how I grew up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I was one of them guys in the hood where they always talk about bad stuff. I had fun in the hood, man. Yeah. Now, it was violence, but I just always was having fun, man. Like the games we used to play, I didn't think we was living in poverty. I didn't think we was living in poverty. I thought
that's all you knew.
Yeah, that's all I knew.
It's
so
like people in a third world country.
Right. So I'm thinking everybody just having fun, but yeah, I don't really have no horror stories, man. I was trying to tell my therapist, even when I was talking to my therapist, he was like, "No, it got to be something, man. Something happened to you." I said, I can remember. I got mad at my grandma because I remember I got mad. I was pissed off. I was like in the 9th grade. I was in 10th grade. I was in high school, and our house caught on fire. I was living with my mom, and our house caught on fire. And that's when we moved with my grandma. I forgot. We did live with my grandma for a couple of years. And I moved in. As we was moving in, I'm thinking I was going to move to the 3rd floor. But my mom said, no, I'm going to move to the 3rd floor. You can have the front room on the 2nd floor. That's the big room. So I'm like, what? Yeah. I asked Grandma, I can get the front. She said, you get the front room, just keep it clean. Perfect. Just to keep it clean, bro. And out of nowhere, my grandma told me, yeah, you got to move upstairs. I want to keep this room open. I'm like, open for who? Never know. I might have some company. Somebody need to spend the night. I don't want them to come to the 3rd, go to the 3rd floor. I'd rather you just move up there and you stay. But you told me if I keep it clean, I know what I said, but you got to move upstairs. That's the only thing I remember that my grandma pissed me off. So I said this to the therapist. The therapist goes, so what did your mother say? I said,
what can she say?
What can she say? That's her mother. She can't say nothing. I said, she could have protected you. I said, come on, man. Let's get on out of here. Come on, man. What are you talking about? She could have protected you. This is her house. What are we talking about here? But it was just weird out. They was trying to find something where, and for me to try to find a story like that, it made me think. I'm like, I don't remember being mad at nobody. But then I thought
even
about that.
if you was mad, what was you mad for? A day?
Yeah, I wasn't mad at that.
Yeah, that ain't no type of trauma.
Right.
So I know one of the reasons why I think that you so likable is because you don't take nothing personally. Like you laugh at yourself. You're not the type of person like how they say comedians can't take a joke. Right. You can.
Right. That's a fact.
Somebody make fun of you, you just laugh. You just don't get mad at shit, and then that make it easy for you to be around.
Yeah.
So you always been popular, right? Well, when do you say you first started to realize like I'm kind of the popular dude, or I'm a likable person? Like what grade would you say or age you said I was around?
Man, I'm thinking 3rd, 4th grade maybe. I remember being cool with everybody in the classroom. Like usually when you're in the classroom, you're just cool with a couple kids. I was cool with everybody. So I would say 3rd or 4th grade, I was cool with everybody. But when I really knew that I was like somebody was, I swear, bro, I was in middle school. And in 7th grade, I used to make jokes, playing around, stuff like that. And I remember waiting for the bus to go home. And at the bus stop, people that wasn't in my class repeating the jokes that I said in class. I'm like, who told you? And they said my classmate told them when he was in their class the next time. I was like, huh? So that's when I started like, man, people talking about me outside of the class? That's crazy. So that's when I started like, hey, I'm a popular guy. Everybody know who I am. Sheesh. And it just, I don't know, it just stuck with me.
Yeah, that's dope. So you figured that out. Was there ever a moment where, I feel like we all have this moment where you do something, right? And you like, you see how people react to that, and then you like, it kind of puts you like in a zone. It's almost like a a shifting of your personality. Like for instance, for example, and I've told this shit many times, but like in my 20s, like when I first started having sex, I used to come fast, right, for years,
Right.
and I used to lie to the girl like, the condom too tight, or something like that, right? But then once I start telling them like, yo, this first round gonna be over fast,
Right.
and just being honest about everything. Then their reaction is like, all right, cool. Well, as long as you get up again, I get mine.
Right,
so
right.
then I start realizing, because y'all say how honest I am.
Yeah.
I start realizing the pros of being honest.
Oh, okay.
So that was a moment like, once I stopped being insecure about things, or being a comedian allowed me to talk about the things I was insecure about on stage, and people would laugh at it.
Yeah.
So that's what started making me just lean into being honest about everything. And I've realized how liberating that shit is, and also how much people respect you. So now it's just like, I just tell the truth.
Yeah.
So did you ever have a moment where like something happened, you was like, I'm gonna keep doing that, or this is a cool thing, but like people like that I do this?
I would probably say high school, I think, because I was always like a class clown, but I used to get in trouble. Like elementary school, I would get in trouble. Middle school, I would get in trouble. High school, I figured out how to make the teacher laugh along with the class. Like I wasn't interrupting. If something was to happen, then I'll make a joke about that and have everybody laughing. To the point where my high school teachers would call me Spank. They weren't even calling me Will no more. It was calling me Spank. So I think when I started shifting my jokes for not just my classmates, but for the teacher too, I think that's when I started like really knowing that I was like a funny guy. But I never thought about doing stand-up though. Never thought about doing stand-up. I didn't think that was a job though. I never thought, until Kev started doing it, I didn't think it was a job.
So you didn't watch Def Jam, none of that
I
stuff?
watched all that, but I thought that was like, oh man, you gotta live in LA to do that.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think it was a local comedy club and stuff like that. I didn't know that.
I get that, because even though I've been a fan of, like I'm a student of the game, right? But I still didn't even know that comedy clubs existed.
Right.
Even when I first started doing it at Temple, I didn't know the Laugh House.
Laugh House,
thing.
right.
I didn't know none of that stuff. So, I mean, that makes sense. So, you were popular in high school, even with your teachers.
I was so popular in high school, bro, because my high school was a basketball school.
Right.
So
Simon Gratz?
Yeah, Simon Gratz, Rasheed Wallace, Aaron McKee, a bunch of NBA folks. We had like 3 or 4 people go to the NBA, but a lot of D1s. So when I made the basketball team, I was already popular, so people just assumed I was good.
We started.
So I'll never forget, after we was graduating, and a lot of people kept coming, what school you going to? Let us know who you playing for so we can watch you on TV. I'm like, you ain't going to see me on TV. I'm going to Lincoln University, bro. Division III. Ain't no basketball going to be on TV.
You could have went D1, though.
I could have went D1, though. I could have, but I didn't want to sit out. I didn't, my SAT scores, I think I got like an 800, needed an 820. And my high school coach said, hey, man, just take it one more time. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I just never took it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could have went, I had got Bucknell, I had got Niagara, and I got one more. I can't remember which one of them. They wanted me to do like a track, because I was good in track, though. I was really good in track. They wanted
Cross
me to,
country?
Huh?
Cross country?
Yeah, cross country, I went all public. And in track, I was good in the 4x4 and the 4x8. So one school wanted me to do like a split. They were going to give me a split scholarship with track and basketball. I'm like, I'm not doing both of that in college. I'm just going to do basketball. I love basketball. I only did track because a high school coach made us.
Off-season stuff.
Yeah, off-season stuff. So that's the only reason why I did track. But, yeah, I could have went to one of them schools. I'm glad I didn't go. But sometimes I do be thinking like, man, what if I'd have went? I'd have been focused on basketball. I probably would have got better. I at least went overseas. Like, I always tell people that.
Yeah, but you know what? Because I be thinking about what would happen if I didn't go to Temple. Because if you didn't go to stay in Philly or go to Lincoln and then Temple, you might not have become a comedian because you was around Kev, and then also you saw me stink it up, so that was like I could do this. You know what I mean? So let's say you did go to Niagara or something and went overseas, then it's crazy. Just I think about that stuff sometimes, like how my life could have been completely different. Like I wanted to go to the University of Maryland. It was between Temple, Maryland, Coppin State. I still felt like I wanted to try to walk on and play basketball, and I know Coppin State was D1, black school.
Right.
And they had my major. I went down there, I visited, I was like, nah, that shit was terrible. Coppin State was terrible, bro.
It's right in the hood, I heard.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Baltimore, right? Yeah.
And then Maryland, I got my application in too late, so I would have had to start in January, and I was ready to go to college, so that was out. But I be thinking, like, I think I still would have ended up doing comedy because me being at Temple had nothing to do with me doing comedy. Like, I was just one day
events and stuff like that.
Nah, the first thing I did was actually a show.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, my man had this joint called Baptism by Fire. I'm like, I just was thinking about it one day. It was so random because me and Jamal, we used to always watch comedy stuff in high school, watch Martin, and we just repeat that stuff. And then I was just like, yo, let me know like a month before the next show. I want to prepare a routine. I want to try to do some stand up. Okay, and that's what he did. So I would have done that anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it had nothing to do with the city I was in or the school I was at.
Right.
So what I do question is, would I have had a relationship with Kevin? Probably not.
Right, because you met him at Temple, right?
I met him, I met him in Philly. So would I have been doing the Boston Comedy Club and meeting those people? Because it was further now.
It was further, right.
Yeah, so I just don't, I think I still would have done comedy, but.
I didn't want to go to college. My high school coach made me go to college.
Yeah, man.
I was only playing basketball because I loved it, but I knew I wasn't that good because I practiced with my people that was going D1. I'm not as good as this guy. This guy can make 10 for 10 for 3.
Yeah.
I can probably do 3 out of 10. Like, I'm not as good as this guy. Mm-hmm. But I was a hustler, though, and I rebounded, and I played good defense. So that's how I made the team. I already know how I made the team. Mm-hmm. And I told my coach, he's like, yeah, so let's talk about colleges now. I'm like, I ain't going. He said, what you mean you ain't going? He said, all my players go to college. I said, what? I think his percentage was real high. I said, wow, for real? He said, yeah. He said, I'm gonna give you some schools. I said, all right. And he the one gave me like the Niagaras and the Buccaneers, reached out to them, let them know. Mm-hmm. So when he gave them to me, I'm looking at him, I'm like, all right, well, I'll go take a visit or whatever. And then I remember being in class. And I'm leaving out. As I'm leaving out of class, people saying, yeah, man, we're going on the Black College Tour. I'm like, what's the Black College Tour? What's that? We're going to go check out Cheney and Lincoln. I said, what? When? They said, today. I said, I'm going. So I went and signed up real quick, got on the bus. We went to Cheney first. I'm looking around like, all right, that's cool. All right, bunch of black people. It's the Black College. All right, that's cool. Then right after that, we went to Lincoln. Fell in love. Yeah. As soon as I got off the bus, women everywhere. I'm looking like, oh, yeah, I'm going ahead. This is the school for me. Mm-hmm. And then I came back. I remember telling my coach, I'm like, yo, man, I want to go here. He looked at me like, you sure you want to go here? I said, yeah, man. He said, all right, man, you're getting an education, man. All right, I'll get you in there. Yeah. So he had a conversation with the coach, and then I did another visit with the basketball coach and stuff like that. Then, yeah, I went there.
Why didn't you want to go to college, though? What was your plan after high school?
I didn't even have a plan.
Just going to get a regular job?
I was going to get a regular job and just hustle. Just work, see what's going to happen. Like, even when I was going to Lincoln, in the summertime, I would always get a job, which was dumb, because I quit every last one of them. It was like the telemarketing jobs. Mm-hmm. They all on your shoulder. Yo, you got to get your quota up. And, hey, man, get out my face, man. So I was just a hustler, though. So I knew I'd have had a job. I don't know what I'd be doing, but I'd be doing something.
Yeah. I mean, you never had, like, when you was a kid, like, I want to be this when I grow up?
A detective. I want to be a detective. But I wanted to be a cop, yo. I wanted to be a detective. Because my mom used to always watch, what's them shows? In the Heat of the Night. What's the other movie show?
You wanted to be a cop.
I wanted to be, but see, that's the thing. I want to be a detective. I didn't want to be the cop. But then I found out you had to be a cop for 2 years in order to be a detective. Yeah. I know, but the detective came with the little
wearing regular clothes.
Shirt. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it seemed like it was way cooler. And then when I heard you had to be a cop for 2 years, I thought, man, I ain't doing that. And that's when I got out of it. I think it was like in high school I found out. You had to be a cop for 2 years to become a detective. I was like, I ain't doing that. I just always loved those shows my mom watched. In the Heat of the Night.
Like New York Undercover?
New York Undercover, that was my show. What's the other one, man? I can't think of it, man. Damn.
Who was in it? Miami Vice?
Miami Vice was a good one. Was it Matlock? Was he a detective?
I think so.
Or was he a lawyer? He was a lawyer. Dang, what show? I can't remember what show she used to watch, but that was my show, yo. Yeah. Miami Vice was one of them, too. Like, I just thought, I liked the suits they wore. They used to show up on a crime scene, all cool. I want to be one of them.
Nah, that's wild. I would never thought that.
Yeah, I got out of there quick. I think like 9th or 10th grade. I think when I told my counselor or something like that, and he told me I had to do 2 years as a police officer, I said, I'm not doing that. I got out of there. I said, why can't I just go straight to be a detective?
So you got to college and you played a little bit of ball. Came out, joined the fraternity.
Played some ball. Joined the fraternity.
What year was it when you had your son? What year were you in?
I had my son my sophomore year.
Okay.
I had my son my sophomore year. Well, she got pregnant my sophomore year, and he was born in September. So I guess the following year, my junior year, he was born.
How were you feeling when that happened? Scared.
I wasn't ready.
Of course, you wasn't ready, but like, was you like scared or panicking, afraid to tell your mother? Like,
yeah, I was definitely scared. I was a mama's boy too, so I was definitely scared. But I told her, and when I told her, I was like, yo, she said she's pregnant. I don't know if she gonna keep it, but she said when she go home, she gonna talk to her parents and she gonna let me know. Mind you, I never even met her parents yet. Man, we was talking our whole freshman and sophomore year though. I just never met her parents because every time my parents would come on campus, I was going home. So they felt the way that she was pregnant and I never met them and all that. But I was like, hey, what y'all want me to do?
Yeah.
So I talked to my mom. She said, well, look, it's her decision. You know what I'm saying? You just got to support her or whatever. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to support her. So I supported her. She said, yeah, I'm going to have it. I said, all right, well, let's go from here.
You didn't try to convince her not to?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I just can't remember what I was saying to her. I'm pretty sure I did. But she went home. And then I remember she was telling me, yeah, I talked to my dad. My dad said, since we're not married, then the baby going to have my last name. I definitely remember what I said after that.
What'd you say?
I said, well, let your daddy take care of him then, because she talking about nah. Yeah. But her parents was cool as hell. R.I.P. to her grandpa, her dad. Her mom still living though. Shout out to her.
Yeah. And y'all relationship is still cool.
Yeah, we still cool. We still cool.
And did he live with you at some point when he was?
Yeah. So I had got kicked out. So when I pledged in what was that, spring '98? Then I came back in the fall to finish pledging because we had got caught hazing or whatever. So we had to stop. We had to put a pause on it. Went over national, and then they said, "Hey, when you come back in the fall, you gotta, I'm saying, finish pledging over." So we finished pledging, and then the following, I think, I had my boy in 99. Yeah, he was born in '99. So I'm tripping. It was my junior year. We had him, and then when I got suspended, I went home, and then when he was born, he stayed with me while she finished school.
Yeah.
So I had him for like his first year, and then when she finished, he went back with him, and then he moved back with me when he was like 12, I think.
So did you have when you got kicked out of Lincoln, then you went to Temple? Did you have a semester in between, or you got straight into school?
So what happened was our lawyer, we had to get lawyered up.
Yeah,
he was getting kicked out. So our lawyer said, "Hey, get all y'all transcripts now. Start looking into other schools so you can transfer right in, so you ain't got no layover." So I was like, bet. So I went and got my transcript, and what I did was I was going to go to Temple first, but it was like, nah, I don't go to Temple because they ain't going to take all your credits. As though you're coming from Lincoln University, you have some remedial classes, so they ain't going to take all your credits. Once you go to community first, they got a program where when you take a certain amount of classes, you'll automatically be a junior when you get to Temple. I said, all right, bet. So I went to community first, finished that, then went to Temple and became a junior. So I ain't really had no time off.
How long was you at community? I didn't know you went.
I was there for a year, I think.
Oh.
Either a year or one semester.
So you didn't have no pushback trying to get into another school coming off of the suspension and all that?
Because I got my transcript before I got kicked out.
Oh.
That's why the lawyer was like, yo, get y'all transcripts.
Right.
So I got my transcript and I started applying.
That's smart.
Yeah, that was smart. Shout out to the lawyer. I don't want to know who he is if I was wanting to him right now, though.
Yeah. Why you didn't decide to you never really locked in with the Alphas at Temple? Was there a reason? I mean, thought it was kind of corny. I mean, shit.
It was night and day. It was just different. It was just different at the whole campus. I was cool with the Alphas at Temple, though.
Went out there doing no party walks with them or nothing like that.
I wasn't doing that like that at Lincoln either, though.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't the guy that wore the fraternity shirts on campus. I literally pledged because, all right, my freshman year, you can't pledge your freshman year at Lincoln. Some schools you can pledge your freshman year. At Lincoln, they're saying you got to wait till your sophomore year. So I remember the spring semester of my freshman year, I was cool with everybody on campus by then. It was only 2,000 people on campus or whatever. Small black college. So I remember the student activities guy ran student activities. He was a Q.
Yeah.
So I used to always be in his office, like coming up, hey, what we got coming up? Like, because we always had comedy shows. They had me host them. We had step shows. We had all types of events. So I always go to his office. So one day I just went in his office, we were talking, and he started like, showing me his Omega Psi Phi stuff on the thing. I'm like, what's all this? He's like, yeah, man, I'm Omega Psi Phi. I know you see the Q's on camera. Yeah, I'm cool with it. I know. So then as I turn around, I see all of them coming in the room. I'm like, what's going on here? So yeah, man, we just want you to, we ain't,
They was kind of recruiting you like Stomp the R, how they did with Columbus, sure.
But to this day, they never say we don't do no recruits. But they definitely
wanted you a part of this.
Yeah, they wanted me a part. I don't care what they said. They could go ahead and say we don't do no recruiting, but y'all was talking about it. So I remember leaving there though. I definitely thought about it. I was like, all right, well, it could be something cool. So I called my mom. Say, hey, mom's fraternity up here, man. I think they want me to join, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, I don't know too much about fraternities. She's like, well, just, Google all the fraternities, figure them out, and see which one you want to go. Don't just do the first one you hear about. Look them up and see. So that's when I started researching all the fraternities. And when I saw Alpha with Dr. King and Thurgood Marshall and all, I'm looking like, oh, man, it's the Educated Brothers, and they the first fraternity? I said, yeah, I got to do the first. Like, come on, I'm at the first black accredited college, Lincoln University. You know what I'm saying? I said, I got to do Alpha. So now I'm on campus like, man, there's no Alphas on campus. But it was, all right, so I'm not sure if you know about this with fraternities. Whenever a Greek life, when they get suspended on campus, sometimes they still have Alphas on campus, they just can't wear their shirts because they suspended.
Okay.
So I didn't know that we had some. So I knew a lot of all the girls that was on campus, they was like the Alpha Angels. They the little sisters of the Alphas. So they were like, no, Spank, there's a couple Alphas up here. I'll introduce you to a couple of them. So they introduced me to a couple of them. I started talking to them, and then that's how I got down.
So they was already suspended?
Yeah, they was already suspended. They just came back.
And
my sophomore year.
And then
got caught up again with some BS. Yeah. Shout out to the Alphas, though. They don't do that no more, though. They don't do all that hazing stuff no more. That was just back.
I hope not.
Back in the 90s. That was back in the 90s in my day.
It's unfortunate. I mean, I know you still get work through them sometimes, or you know, you got those connections, but you really kind of been missing out on the bag with that.
Oh no, big time. I did one regional conference. Like usually every year they have like regionals and stuff like that. I did one regional conference. Did good, but I think I just like fell out of touch with the whole Alpha thing. Plus, they don't want you performing if you're not like
you're up to date.
Yeah, if you're up to date with stuff, and I stopped doing all that stuff. I'm like, man, I'm doing that because I got kicked out. When I got kicked out for all that, I wasn't really looking at it like that. That's another reason too. When I got to Temple, like I was really a suspended Alpha, so I ain't really like. But I was cool with all of them up there though. I was cool. I just didn't do the step shoes and stuff like that no more.
My first recollection of you is one thing about you that I noticed, and I actually you don't notice, but you inspire me to be that way. It's simply that you speak to everybody. Yeah. I come from a place where, Jersey, like, niggas ain't friendly. Right. Like, people think I'm just like this, but it's really
from you.
It's really where I'm from.
Philly like that too, though. Philly like that too. I was just different for some reason.
Yeah, so I'm, if you grew up in any black hood, you know that if you say what's up too many times, then it turns into something different.
Something else. What you mean, what's up?
Yeah, exactly. What's up then? And niggas gets me walking down the street just saying what's up.
Right.
So I just remember you. I have a vision of you that never go away, that you just being on that corner in front of the Student Activity Center. They just, out there just holding court.
That was my set.
Yeah, speaking to everybody and shit. They just like, who the new dude? And you just friendly from the beginning. And that you make people feel safe.
Yeah.
So that attracts people. And then I noticed, like, if we doing a show, we walk into a venue, you speak to everybody.
Right.
And, if I'm behind you, then I'll probably speak too, but normally that's something that I really wouldn't do. Or if somebody get on the elevator with me, 9 times out of 10, I'm not saying shit.
I don't know what it is. There's something wrong with me, I think, because I got to say something.
Nah, that's something right. That's a good quality to have. You know what I mean?
I don't like quietness, too. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, you don't. You start making little noises and shit. Yeah, but, I mean, so if you sitting on a plane next to somebody, do you usually talk to the person next to you?
Yeah. I would just sit down, say, hey, how you doing? I kind of like gauge to see if they want to talk, though, because I know sometimes I don't even want to talk. I just want to go to sleep. But I kind of gauge, like I always say, hey, how you doing? Or when they sit down, hey, how you doing? How's everything? We get a quick conversation, and that's it. But I be having a lot of awkward moments, too, though, with that. Because some people don't want to talk.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's going on, man? You good? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, man. Nice outside, ain't it? And they don't say nothing back. Like, all right, let me leave that. They don't want to talk. Yeah.
But that's another good quality about you. That shit don't bother you.
Yeah.
With me, I'm like, see, this is why I don't speak to you. Nigga, that shit ruins my whole day.
Bro?
It ruins my whole day, bro. Like, if I speak to somebody, they don't speak, or hold the door for somebody, and it's like, this
is why I don't do it.
It's why.
I laugh. I be laughing at myself like, that was stupid.
I wish. I mean, my goal is to get there. I wish I could be that way. So you had a second kid, right? And you know, you've been very public about this. Your daughter has Dravet syndrome. Dravet syndrome, and you know, you talked about it. I don't gotta spend much time on it, but you know, she started having seizures when she was a baby, and it just affected her brain mentally. She basically has the mind of a 5-year-old or something like that.
That's like a 3 or 4-year-old, yeah. But that's my baby though. Hey, Lynn. That's my baby though.
And you know the term they say, you know, God don't give you nothing you can't handle. You know, so you were the perfect person, especially with your ex-wife being who she is, and she's a great woman, but you guys are opposites when it comes to personalities and just how you feel about life in general, you know. So you were the perfect person for her to help her through that situation. And, you know, where a person like her could be thinking like, you know, why me?
Well, for sure,
you might be saying something like, I'm glad it's me.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's me because this kid needs the type of love that I have to give and the type of patience that I have.
Right.
So, but I know it was scary for you in the beginning. Of course, you see your young kid, but how do you think, has that changed you in any way in any part of your life?
It teaches me a lot of patience. It definitely taught me a lot of patience. Because, like, she couldn't understand what we was trying to say to her. Like, she was bad, too. I think sometimes she knew what she was doing because she'd just stare at you when she drop a little vase or something. She'd just stare at you, so she knew what she was doing. But I think what really helped me too is Janice's mother, my mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law. I still call my mother-in-law because she be getting mad at me when I say that. But she had a talk with me one time. I remember because when Tatum would have a seizure, that'd mess up my ex-wife whole day. She don't want to do nothing after that. And I remember one time she had a seizure. And I said, hold on, just give her an hour, let her take a nap, and then we still going to go. I think we was going to like a water park. It was going somewhere. So I said, give her an hour, let her lay down, let her relax. When she wake up, she'll be back to normal. She's good. Yeah. Wait an hour. I got her dressed. We talking, playing. She laughing like nothing ever happened. And we leave the house. I'll never forget, mother-in-law called me the next day and said, yeah. It's basically like, you the one. She's like, you the one. You the rock of your family. I see it. She said, because the way you handled the situation yesterday, my daughter was done. She didn't want to do nothing else, but you told her we're still going and this and that, and she looked at you, and y'all went out, and y'all left the house, and I was just so proud of the whole family dynamic. And I was like, thank you. I needed to hear that, because I ain't paying no mind. I was like, that girl.
Being yourself.
Right,
yeah.
I was just being like, that girl, she going to get up, and we're going to be all right. Shut up. Ain't nobody hearing that. We going out. And we still went out. So I always hold on to that, though.
So one thing that I always kind of think about when it comes to having a kid with special needs, if you have a regular kid, at some point, they're going to move out the house. They're going to be on their own.
Right.
So how does that make you feel just knowing like, yo, as long as I'm alive, I still have a kid that I have to watch after?
Yeah. That's what's bothering me the most is when I'm gone and her mother gone, who's going to look out for her? Yeah. That's what bothers me the most at this point. So now I'm just trying to figure out, do I have another kid or do I adopt? Because all I have is a son, and she didn't have another child. So, and I love my son, love you to death, but I don't think
he ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put that on his way anyway. So I'm trying to figure out who can be able to take care of my daughter once we are gone. Because I'm not saying that we're gonna be gone tomorrow, but sometimes you got to plan for it.
They have homes and stuff.
Yeah, they got programs. They got programs and all that, but I still want someone
that love her,
like, you know what I'm saying? That'll be there for her. So that's the only thing that's bothering me now. I may even adopt. I don't know.
But look, just because you have another kid or adopt a kid don't mean that they're gonna be willing to do that shit.
That's true too. That's true.
And almost unfair.
Yeah.
It's unfair for them to expect them to have to take care of their older sibling.
Yeah.
It's like my mom had to take care of her grandmother because, her kids didn't do it.
Right.
So
that's where my son at right now, taking care of his grandma.
Your mother?
No. His mom's mom.
Uh-huh.
Because so what happened was, I'm putting it on camera. So what happened was, during COVID, when he was still living with me, she called, said, yo, his mom called, like, yo, I need help. Can you come back, help me? And, a lot of things going on with COVID. I get it. So he moved back to help with their grandma, whatever, her mom. And now, it's been years now, and she moved out. So now he's just there taking care of her.
He's still in Newark?
Yeah. I said, sheesh. I said, you better than me,
What
bro.
does that entail, though?
Huh?
What is that? Taking care of her, what he got to do? She old like that?
Yeah, she's like, far as, what is it? Is it when you start losing your memory?
Dementia?
I think she's getting into dementia. Starting to forget things. So he's there to make sure she's good with everything. There's a lot of stuff that she forgot to do, stuff like that. So he makes
some type of assistance for helping out, and he's still working, right?
Yeah, and he's still working. I don't know if he's getting no assistance though, but I'm gonna have him look into that. So I got a couple people jobs with that too.
Yeah,
because I know some people that run them companies.
Shout out to Amir, man. He got his shit together.
Yeah, I ain't know what was going on with it. Working at the post office. Can I say that?
Why not?
I don't know, man. Newark is crazy. I don't want to be like, oh, that's who that is.
There's more than one post office in Newark.
But he's not in New York, though. He's there in Union, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, they live in Union.
There's only one in Union.
Okay, all right. Now.
I don't know shit. But, that's great. I know it. People think that, that being grown at 18 is really some bullshit.
Yeah, it is. Definitely.
And we are in that kind of crossover generation to where, like, our parents still felt that way about us, so we kind of taking that on, but we also starting to realize, like, these motherfuckers really not ready for the real world yet. So you gotta give them some grace, be patient, but also make sure that they doing something.
Right.
Like I always say, my brother, my two youngest nephews, one's 25, one's 23, and they still living at home, can't keep a job.
Right.
And I know my brother's sick of that shit, but when they leave, he gonna be miserable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He gonna be miserable, man.
For sure.
Like I look at my daughter and I'm like, I think the worst part about having your kid live with you into the 20s is that you got to give them the freedom, but you don't want that coming home 3 a.m. and all that shit. Right. Yo, I'm already worried about you enough
right now,
but now you living with me and I don't know where you at and all that. So I think if she was to live with me into her 20s, like 25 or so, we just got to have some type of agreement to where it's like, yo.
What's her curfew gonna be? If she,
it's not that she got a curfew. Just let me know where you
know when you okay.
Yeah. I got you. I'm an older father, so my maturity level is different, and I haven't gotten to those years of where it really needs to kick in yet. Right. But I think I'll be okay. But yeah, so you had your daughter, and so I have dates when we started working together, right? Like. You and Kev, especially Kev, he's terrible with dates. That nigga don't even know the year his mother died. He got the shit tattooed on him. But I remember dates because I know when certain things happen in certain years.
Right.
So, and what I did not know, I guess apparently this has been the story, or what y'all were thinking, was that I quit him for a better opportunity, but what it wasn't that, it was, yo, this is paying me more, so I'm going to do this, and I'm still going to work with you, but the shows that I can't do,
right,
put Spank on.
Yeah.
And that was 2008. And I know that because that's when I moved out here. It was.
So you moved out L.A.?
I moved to L.A. in 2008, and I started working with Said right after I got here.
Okay.
And, Kev was still just doing comedy clubs right then. Said was clearly the bigger entertainer, but it wasn't like, right. Fuck you. It's just like, bro, I only been doing it full time for a year now, and now I made this big move, so I got to make all the money that I can make.
Right.
So I was just making more money with Said. So it wasn't like.
You was like, yo, F y'all, I'm out.
Yeah, it wasn't like that.
Who said it was like that? Somebody said it was like that?
Nah, I think that was kind of the energy behind it. Like, I said, fuck you for a better opportunity.
Right.
But it was never that. It was like, I said, yo, put Spank on the shows that I can't do.
Yeah.
And, you know.
I thought it was before 2008, though. I definitely thought it was before 2008. Because when did Grown Little Man drop? What year was that?
2008, I think.
That's what I'm saying. So when that dropped, you know, it was months later when it dropped. So when did he shoot it, though? Because I was supposed to come to the shoot.
So, he shot it in 2008.
He shot it in 2008.
Because I remember, because I remember I had to fly home to do it.
To do it, okay.
So here's the breakdown.
Yeah.
Into 2006, I did the NBC shit, right? I won it. It was December 2006. 2007.
We weren't working with each other then?
Nah.
So I remember when you did that.
Look, I'm about to tell you. 2007, he went to shoot Fool's Gold in January.
And you went to his house. He was living with him.
I was house sitting. You came out for like a week or something.
Yeah.
I was there for like 3 months.
Okay.
You came out, and we was cool as hell.
Yeah, it was cool.
We was already hanging out.
I thought we was working already by then.
Nah, we weren't working.
Oh, wow.
We weren't working yet. And so yeah, I was here for that. That's when I decided I moved to LA. I said, yo, I love it out here. Like I'm gonna move out here. Yeah. But you had already had a relationship with, and you know, here's probably what's confusing you. Whenever he headlined the Laugh House, you got the feature for him. So Mona would let me host.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then you were featuring, because before it was me, Rich, and Kev, and Rich only did a few dates because Rich was selling T-shirts.
What year was that when Rich was doing it? Was that still 2008?
No, that's when I was still in Philly.
So what years was those?
That was probably like 2005, 2006.
That's what I'm saying. I was right after Rich, bro. I'm telling you.
But nah.
When you move out here? When year you
2008.
Yeah, I was working with y'all before that. I remember when you moved. I actually came out here. I can't remember.
Nah, I'm telling you.
I gotta find. Like I know how you say. Like how you say it is. You remember certain situations. I gotta remember a situation, so then I will really know. But I can't think of a situation.
Yeah,
right now.
the only shows that you had done with Kev, to my knowledge, was the Laugh House. But he was against it at first because you know Kev is just like he's a creature of habit.
Yeah.
And then you know, I guess when y'all did the shows without me, he remember how cool you were. Y'all have fun.
Right.
And then
we had a ball.
Yeah.
I remember the first time. If I could find out, this was the first time I worked with him. He was doing the Atlanta.
Rich wasn't around for a while because Nate got rid of Rich real quick. Because he's like, we don't need him for we can take pictures.
I remember. I just always think of that because what Rich say I stole his job or whatever. I'm like, Rich, I didn't steal your job, bro.
Yeah. He might have did some shows with us in 2006 or 7, but it wasn't a long time. It wasn't a long time.
I don't think it wasn't frequent. I think 2008, 2009, that's when it started becoming frequent. Because how long was you with Sed?
Only 6 months.
It was only 6 months.
I worked with him from like, I guess January of 2008 to like June, something like that.
Because remember, at first, like how you said, yo, dates I can't do, just give them the spank. Because remember, you would do some dates and I would do some dates.
That was after. That was after I didn't do no more shows with Sid.
Oh, that was after. Okay.
Right. So like the ongoing joke with me has been like, nigga, you supposed to get out the way when I came back full time. And this nigga's like, I got a job now, nigga. So he was was making us alternate.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't making enough money. So I was like, yo, let's just give him the extra money he was going to give me. Because he started making sure I got 1,000 for the weekend instead of the 100 a show.
Yeah, the 500.
And I was like, give him the extra money, and then I sell merch. And then that's kind of...
So it was me and you doing it.
Yeah, that was the birth of it. And then, you know, Joey came on a couple years later.
Yeah. And let's talk about that, too, while we're on that subject. Since this is a DMC. We was doing comedy clubs, we used to rotate. You a host, I will feature.
Yeah.
Next show, I will host, you will feature. Then when we got to the theaters, it stopped switching. What happened?
I feel like it was, it might have kind of started a little bit before we got to theaters, but I said something.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, actually, I don't know if I said something to Kev, I said something to Keith. And I was like, I feel like, you know, Spank should be hosting because I've been around longer or some shit like that. And Keith agreed, and he was like, man, you know, dummy, you know, keep talking shit. like like, you know, Naim is the one that, you know, you should do it like that. And I may have said something to him too, but it was definitely me.
Right.
It wasn't like a decision he came up by himself. Yeah.
No,
I thought you knew that.
No, I didn't, because it came to me, I think it was Harry. Harry came to me and was like, yo, but this was a while ago. This is a while later. I think it's probably started doing arenas. Harry came to me and said, something like, man, you don't take things serious and this and that. Like, what are you talking about? I don't take stuff serious. Like even with the whole featuring and the hosting. Like, why you always hosting? You don't never feature. I said, hey, Kev said this is how it is. That's what it is. Hey, you should have spoke up for yourself. I'm like, huh? This is Kev's show. What are you talking about? Yeah. So I always remember him saying that. Then that made me think like, yeah, why don't we switch though?
Yeah, that was me.
But I never mentioned anything. All right.
Yeah, it was me. I didn't. Number one, it wasn't just about the seniority. It was also I didn't like hosting.
Yeah.
And I felt like he was a better host.
Also different. Yeah, it's a different animal.
Yeah. So yeah, there was really me. I guess just like Harry said, why you ain't stand up for yourself and say something.
Yeah, but I like
you just going with the flow.
Yeah.
Easy to work with.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how that happened. And then, you know, Joey came along, and I think 2011 maybe when we was doing Laugh My Pain.
You was doing theaters, right?
Yeah, we doing Laugh My Pain. And him and Corey was alternating.
Oh yeah.
And when Corey was there, you were host.
Yeah. I remember that.
And Corey would go before Kev.
I'm trying to think, what year was that? When that's the first time I met Nate, and I was with Kev for the weekend. Kev was like, yo, I got a 2-bedroom joint. You can stay with me. I just want you to do some guest spots. Just let's see what you got. Let's see how you rock
Cleveland?
Out. No, it was Atlanta. It was Atlanta.
Oh, it was Atlanta?
Yeah, I remember it was Atlanta, the Uptown Comedy Club.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget, I forgot who was hosting. I can't remember who was hosting, but he brought me on, and I destroyed to the point where when I got on stage, Kev hit me with the little, good shit, boy. I knew you was going to kill that. And Nate came over, hey, how you doing? On my card. Give me a call, man. I think we can definitely use you. I'm like, God, what is this dude talking about, man? So I definitely remember the first weekend. I just don't remember what year that was, though. I really don't.
Yeah, Nate. Rest in peace to Nate.
Yeah, rest in peace to Nate.
Y'all almost had a fight with Nate.
Oh, we all did, yeah. I knocked on his door at the end of the one show. Then came to the door, his wife beat on. I said, what was all that shit you was saying? I said, I'm a grown-ass man, bro. You're not going to be talking to me the way you be talking to me. Oh, man, it ain't even like, come on in, man. Let's talk, man.
That nigga retreat real fast. He talked that shit. He was like a bully. You stand up to him, and that motherfucker just, he retreat real fast. Like, oh,
but we had a long talk. I don't think we got into it again after that. I don't think we did.
So, you know, when we do these podcasts, or interviews or whatever, people always asking the same question. They can't get an interview with Kevin, so we are an extension of him, and you know, they set us up for. You probably know better than I do, but I just sometimes fucking ask me something, I just answer. I just respond.
You had the group chat cracking for a minute.
yeah, I just respond. But what I don't like is, and I promised with this podcast, I'm not going to do the clickbait shit.
Yeah.
So we both did the TFU podcast, and shout out to them. I actually enjoyed their.
Shout out to my guys. Yeah, they cool guys.
But what I didn't like was he was like, "Yo, we are a podcast that, you know, we're not here for that controversial shit. We want to see people win." And then they showed my shit, and there was a whole bunch of shit that kind of made me look fucked up. Some of the clips did. It's just like, yo. One of the things they asked was about Real Husbands of Hollywood. Now, I don't know where they got that from. I'm assuming they got it from you, because the Latin dude was like, a little birdie told me Real Husbands of Hollywood was your idea.
Yeah. I probably did. I don't remember, but I probably did.
Okay, so.
I tell people that, though. I'm like, yo, that was his idea, but Chris flipped it and blah, 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 basically.
Right, so they posted that. Buddy Lewis is in the comments. You know, he's like, please, you ain't had nothing to do with that and this, that. And of course, Chris is always doubling down that it was his idea. Yeah. And in the interview, I just said that it was, you know, my brainchild. They were having a powwow, and I said, yo, this, that, and the other. And then next thing I know, it was this, which is same thing, but it's just similar, right? Different show. I'm gonna have Chris on soon so we can talk about it. But
You think it's Kev? I think it's Kev on that too. Remember because I sat in the writers' room with them for the BT Awards. I sat in there with them. So do you think, because when you came up with I remember you came up with the idea, we was on a bus or something.
I think we was in the green room.
In the green room. I remember you came up with the idea, and Kev, everybody was soaking it all in, that's dope. Now, do you think Kev brought that to them? That's where the miscommunication could be at. Kev might not have said nothing.
So what Chris said, he said something important in an interview he did with Bill Bellamy, I think. And this was really important.
Yeah.
He said, Kevin and I were trying to come up with ideas, and we were both like, what's these shows that our wives watch that we hate?
Yeah.
So when he said that Kevin had it was Kev coming up with it too, that lets me know that it came to his mind from what he heard from me.
From you, right, okay, right, I get it. So that's why Chris and them don't know. That's how, when I saw it and I saw Buddy and all them, I said, I see where the disconnect at. Because I was in the writer's room with Buddy, with Chris and them and stuff like that.
When I came up with that shit, it was probably the first day where it might have been like, yo, I just got the awards. Let's start writing shit. It was probably within the first couple of days.
Right.
And I was just like, man, y'all talking about some bullshit. Yo, you gotta do something that's
relevant.
Something that's relevant right now. And I said, Basketball Wives is one of the biggest shows. So I said, why not Basketball Husbands or something like that? And it was like, yo, write that down. But what I hate is I never was asking for no credit for that shit. You know what I mean? It was just a powwow.
Something that happened, yeah.
If me and you sitting here talking and you like, that's a joke, I would be stupid to every time you tell a joke, I'm like, yo,
I wrote that.
Hell yeah, that's my shit right there. Because we give each other shit. We get some of our best jokes come from a tag from each other.
Right. I was doing that at the roast.
I wrote that.
But yeah, when Kev was like, I wrote that. Wayne was like, all right, man.
Yeah. Yeah, because that was different though, because you hoping that when your jokes make it.
Yeah, right.
And it's not a secret that he got the writers.
Right.
But yeah, the way they set it up, they didn't show the dude asking me or saying a little birdie told me this. It just
went straight to you.
Went straight to me saying, yeah, I came up. Yeah, it was my brainchild. And blah blah blah.
So I saw one comment that said, "Brainchild, a remake of a reality show." I said,
See?
It was going in.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I look forward to talking about.
Yeah, that'd be good with you and Chris talking about.
Yeah.
So get Buddy on. This animated ass.
For what? I like no shade to Buddy, but for this subject, no.
Mm-hmm.
And then, see, we all fall for the clickbait. As much as I get mad when people fall for the clickbait when it's something with me, we all do it. Just like they posted you talking about how, you feel like I tried to do a special on my own prematurely.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. But I didn't say it like that, but that's pretty much what it was.
Yeah. So and when you said it, I wasn't bothered by it. You know what our friendship is, and we talk shit to each other all the time. But it was just like an opportunity for me to make some content and give my version of.
I never got a lot of text though. People were like, "Damn, y'all." I said, "We're not beefing, bro."
Yeah.
Naim giving his perspective, bro. I gave mine.
Right.
Two different POVs. That's all.
Right. People were saying that too. Like, man, y'all need to get on the phone, man. Y'all need to talk. I'm like, I'm with this with the nigga yesterday. Like, it ain't shit to talk about.
It was never nothing, man.
Yeah, but it's good to talk about it now just so people understand.
Yeah.
You are so much a go with the flow type person. I just feel like, as I said in my interview with them, it's just like, I just wanted to. I do more writing. And if I got this material out here, then I want to make sure that it's out. It's out for the world to see, whether it becomes a special or not or whatever. Or everybody's doing specials now. Yeah. So most people, that shit ain't changed. People are going into debt doing specials, and it's not doing nothing for them. Mm-hmm. So I get it from the aspect of, well, if you're doing this because you think it's about to take your career to another level, then maybe that ain't it. But for me, it was like, man, I don't care. I want to just do the shit.
But this is how I was looking at it. I was looking at it as Kev was dropping specials after every tour.
Mm-hmm.
So it came to my mind because we was trying to get our special because remember Showtime approached us with Leslie. They was doing specials.
Yeah.
And we was like, yeah, we had a meeting. I remember we met.
That was before we even did our first one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember we met at the Cheesecake Factory with Leslie, me, you, and Joey. We talked, and then we took it back to Kev, and Kev said, nah, man, we should own it. Instead of giving Showtime it, we should own it. So we was like, all right, bet, let's do it. But it ain't happened for like another 3 years.
3 years, bro. It took so long because I did my half-hour special for Comedy Central in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't use my best material for that. I was going to save it for the special that we didn't do to another. We did in 2014, but it came out in 2015.
Yeah.
So it was another 2 years.
Right.
And that was like a lesson to me.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like I could have had it even better. And my Comedy Central shit was all
good.
right.
It was good. It was good.
But
I was there. I was there. It was in Boston, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But it could have been even better,
right? Because
if I used my best material.
Bangers, yeah.
But I'm saving it for this opportunity that didn't come. And then once again, you got material that's no longer relevant. So
right.
It's like, nah, I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah. I
want to just, and you know me, I've always wanted to get things on my own, stand on my own.
Shout out to 72 Hours.
Yeah.
Tim Story and Will Packer.
You made the cut.
I made the cut. Mm-hmm. But even with the me making the cut, that's why I always think, I be like, yo, I get what Kev is doing. I get it. Because I only had one line. Mm-hmm. But Kev came to me and said, hey, you ready? I said, yeah, I'm ready, man. He said, all right, man, let's shoot the shit, nigga. Let's act like we in the green room, we talking shit. Let's keep going. Whatever line they gave you, we go, I'm going to throw you some more oops and all that. We go keep going. I said, all right, bet. Mm-hmm. So we kept going. And then he went back to Tim and said something to him. He said, all right, bet, Spank. All right, so we're gonna use you another day. We'll have you come on at the end of the fight scene and all that stuff on the book. Like he started like implementing more scenes in me to talk. So I was like, all right, that's dope.
The first scene that I did, it was literally like one line.
Yeah.
And I was like, he gonna look at this and be like, nah, come on, let's figure something out.
Let's do some more, yeah.
And he didn't. So I was like, all right.
Was it the end of the day? Maybe it was the end of the day.
It was the first scene of the day.
Yeah, damn.
First scene of the
Maybe
day.
he went out the night before and he was drinking and he was
Nah, but you don't gotta make me feel better because I just did not care. I'm
right.
After that shit that happened with Fight Night, I said, I'm showing up to work. Whatever they want me to do, I don't give a fuck if it's some nigga walking by sweeping. I'm just gonna do it, and that's gonna be it.
Right.
But I was surprised that he didn't give me nothing to work with. Did it, and then that was it. And then when they cut that scene before they stopped filming, it's like, yo, I'm gonna have you come do another scene. And this is my only question of this was, did Kev have anything to do with this, or was this strictly Tim's story? I feel like it was Tim.
I think it was Tim.
Yeah. So Tim brought me in to do another scene, and it was the same thing. He didn't, like, it was really no back and forth. It was a really small part,
right? And
it didn't make it. And honestly, I'm not mad that it didn't make it. Because although you were in it, and it's cool to like, oh, shit, I saw you in it, but that's all people could say. They can't say, I saw you in it, you killed it, or I saw you and it was funny, because it was nothing for you to kill or be funny in. You know what I mean? And that's my only thing is like, give me something I can work with.
Right.
If you're going to give me a cameo, then let it be something to where I can show that I can
stand out something.
Yeah.
Like that. I think that magic has to just happen, I think. I don't even think it's in the script for that. Like, I really feel like that's going to be a time where, like, with me, with the whole security thing, I'm like, I can play a security guard and be a little funny, but I know I can't be funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I only had one line.
Right.
So I had to just go off of whatever Kev was going to do. Like, even though he said, shh, shh, like, I just kept talking because I saw where he was going with it. Means though, I took acting classes, you know what I'm saying? Let him lead. So I kept doing it with it. That's how that made it, because that wasn't even a part of it. Yeah. It was just like, yo, man, your name down on the list. Get out of it. He's supposed to show the badge. So I'm like, oh, okay. And that was it. That's all I was supposed to do.
Right.
But we just kept going back and forth. I actually had another funny scene I thought was funny with him when we was doing it. He had put his glasses down, said his name, and I said, yeah, I don't think that's on it. Like, we kept going back. Like, we did a couple, like, takes, though. So
and it didn't make it.
I don't think that one made it either, though. No, it didn't. I don't think it didn't make it. But we had a couple takes, though. I thought it was good, though. The part that they kept, I just felt like that was good. That's what they wanted. They wanted a security guard. They ain't really want, you know what I'm saying?
No, you did the job.
Yeah.
you wasn't bad by any means.
Right, you wasn't bad, but
it just was. It was
good
nothing.
to see you in it. Yeah.
It was nothing that's people gonna say, oh, that was great. I want to put him in my next project, because that's really the goal for me.
Right.
Whatever I do with you is because I want to get into. I want this to lead to me having my own opportunity with something else. Yeah, my favorite reference is Craig Robinson in Knocked Up. Yeah, he like, man, y'all bitches old as fuck. You know,
he killed that.
He killed it.
He killed that. But that's another thing too, though. But Craig is in with them. You know what I'm saying?
That was the first thing he did, though.
That was the first thing he did with them?
Then after that, they put him in Pineapple Express.
Put him in a bunch of...
That was the first thing.
Wow, I didn't realize
Just
that.
like Kev did
40-0
Virgin.
Yeah.
That was like Craig's introduction to that team. And then
that team over there, okay. Well, no, you know, 40-0 Virgin, he been knew them, though.
But that was the first thing that he done with them.
No, remember they did, what was it? What was the little college thing he did? Remember the Undeclared or something like that? What was it called?
Oh, that was a pilot that he did.
Yeah, that was with Seth Rogen and
really?
The director dude, yeah. That's what the director dude. What's the director name? Can't remember his name. God damn it, Spank. Come on. Get it together. But yeah, them. But no, Undeclared was with, because it messed my head up. When I watched something, I'm like, oh wow, Seth Rogen was on. I didn't know that.
Right. Well, that's how he met them.
Right. So I just feel like when you like good with everybody, I think maybe it's a little easier. They can let you, hey man, go run with it. I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to make up different excuses and shit. I don't know.
Hey, bro.
But shout out to Tim's story. Make sure you check out 72 Hours. I got a little cameo.
Yeah, shout out to Tim, man. I was grateful for the opportunity.
Shout out to Tim too. He put us in
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, I snuck in there by mistake.
Yeah. He made the phone call.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be in it.
Why?
He only picked a few. He only picked three of y'all. I think maybe Wayne and somebody else also.
No, Wayne didn't do it.
I'm the only one. I'm the one that they didn't pick.
For real?
Yeah, I went in there with.
Maybe it was me, Harry, and Joey then.
Yeah, I went in there with the extra cat voice and shit. Like, I bombed that one, I guess. I didn't know what they wanted, and he ended up not picking me. But somehow, when they did it, my voice got in it by mistake. So they had to pay me for it.
Hilarious. I didn't know that. Yep. Hilarious. So you didn't go to the studio.
I did.
And did the recording all.
That's how they end up using my shit, but they used it by mistake.
Hilarious.
But the thing is, I would have never known because when I watched it, I was like, was that? I didn't know what was me.
Yeah. Somebody hit me and they caught the voice. I watched it, but I can't remember where my voice was at. But somebody hit me and said, yeah, I'm watching it with my kid and we heard you. I'm like, oh, that's what's up. Mm-hmm. But I got a distinctive voice.
The only person that I really could tell was Harry.
Harry,
yeah. You could hear Harry a lot in it. But yeah, man. Shout out to Tim. Shout out to Will. And shout out to our bro Kev, man.
Yeah, shout out to Kev, man.
Yeah,
they about to shoot another movie.
Man, I hate when people assume that I don't like him or I'm hating on him because, like I said, with the clickbait, I know he probably watching this shit like, man, I just put this nigga on the roast and he complaining, but I was not complaining. I was just saying, yo, this is what it is. This is the dynamic.
Another thing too is people on the outside looking in, they don't know our dynamic of our friendship too.
Yeah.
Like only thing Kev said, Naim being Naim. That's all he said. He ain't said nothing bad that I heard from him.
Yeah, but even that was like, I didn't say nothing bad though. You know what I'm saying?
Well, one of the stories was wrong. Because they put it in the group chat. What was it? I forgot.
With the fight?
I think it was the fight.
Yeah, but I really ain't get that shit wrong. Only thing that them niggas was drunk. I wasn't drunk.
Yeah, I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. I wasn't there.
I really ain't get that shit wrong.
Right. I remember the group chat the next day because I wasn't there. And you know me, I'm always just antagonizing. Wayne caught me on the side. Bro, what are you doing, bro? I said, what? Well, don't we always talk trash? What's going on? So I was just shut up after that. But yeah, I wasn't even there. That was crazy.
Yeah, that shit.
But we had some fun times on the road. Sometimes you get some bad things that happen, you know. But
I say this last tour was the most peaceful one.
It was.
Everybody got along, other than them niggas arguing over spades. Oh, you was part of that too.
But, yeah, I was. Yeah, we was getting heated over spades. Sheesh.
Yeah, but it would end right there pretty much.
Yeah. It wasn't getting to no fights or nothing.
We have gotten into arguments and fights over shit that had other shit.
Right.
Shit, that was cards.
Yeah.
So it's shit always gonna get heated when it come to guts or spade. Niggas even argue over Uno.
Yeah.
So, but one thing I said, I was like, yo, we really have matured. Like, you know, I'm not the person that everybody is accustomed to me being anymore, being sensitive or anything like that. I'm just chilling. me and Wayne getting along and shit. Everybody was cool.
And I think we're going back on tour next year. Kev said he's getting the itch again.
Yeah, he said he about to work on some new material.
He's getting the itch again. I think he's about to shoot over up there in Jersey again, so he'll probably be hitting the comedy club again.
Mm-hmm. I talked to him today.
You talked to him today?
He said he want to start writing like this month or next month. So yeah, we'll be out again. But man, we are in a space where we both have had to pivot. It's so bad that we didn't continue with Straight from the Heart, especially since now we just put in the group chat. Everybody got a fucking podcast.
That's how I'm getting. I'm like, what's going on here, man?
Could have just done it ourselves. That would have been the best way for all of us to succeed right off the bat, because everything else we doing ground up. We already had the following with that shit, but even like with the show, we were never on the same page. And then also we all had to put in some money right now. Maybe some people didn't have the money to put in. I don't know.
No, I think everybody had the money at that time. Remember, we were still on tour.
Yeah, so I mean, why we didn't do it then?
Wayne kept saying he felt like, Spank, you got something good going. I don't think you should stop that. I said, I'm not going to stop it. I said, bro, I can do 2 podcasts. You could do. I said, I gave him names like Paul Pierce. Shout out to Paul Pierce. He be on 3 different podcasts. He got his After Dark. He got KG Certified, and he got another one with him and is it Danny Green? Not Danny Green. What's light skin shooter?
Danny Green?
Danny Green. I said Danny.
Danny Green, the comedian.
It's the comedian. Yeah. Shout out to Danny Green while we on. But Danny Green, they got a podcast together. So it's like, yo, you can do more than just one podcast.
I know that's an odd pairing right there.
Yeah, it's him and it's another guy. I forgot my guy's name, man. He's like the host.
Okay.
And it's just them two, and they talking sports basically. But you can do more than just one podcast. My girl, shout out to girl Mandy. She got damn, what's the name of her new one? I can't remember. Goddamn. But she got Horrible Decisions, and she got another one with some people. It's like, you can do more than just one. That's why I don't understand why Wayne was like, nah, man, you got the Underground Lounge, man. It's doing good, man. Just keep that going. I'm like,
but yeah, I mean, I could see if he wasn't part of Straight from the Heart and he's telling you that.
Right.
So it don't really make sense.
Right. Joey like, man, I'm about to start this thing with them, and I'm like, yeah, but I think Straight from the Heart is better. Harry said, I'm with whatever. But
I was with whatever too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we needed that though. Even though we starting from scratch, we all needed to kind of establish our own shit. So,
yeah, it might work out better this way.
Yeah, it's pros and it's cons. But we in a space now where we have to pivot, even though we always have Kev to rely on when it comes to touring, and we'll make good money off of that. But he could stop at any point.
Yeah.
And what is
he doing like theaters now, so he's not even doing the whole arena thing. So everything's more calm.
Less money for us too, though. Yeah. So what is your plan right now, if you have one at all? Like me, I'm locking into my writing shit. Like I'm like, all right, I'm about to start creating. You know what I mean? And then also the pod, and of course you got your pod. Shout out to Underground Lounge. But
I'm with you with the writing. So right now, I had this idea. I'm not sure if you remember it, but I ain't gonna say the name. But the movie idea I pitched it with Heartbeat back in 2018.
Long time ago.
Right. But you've been through so many different CEOs and stuff like that. So now we at a place where we got a writer to come on. Got a writer, he wrote, they wasn't feeling the writer, so now I'm just gonna sit down and I'm writing. Me and my partner, shout out my boy Jawan, we writing it. We came up with the first act. We about to work on act 2 and act 3, and we're gonna pitch that. We changing some stuff up because they felt like it wasn't a movie yet. They're like, yo, I don't feel like it's a movie. Shout out to the movie at Heartbeat. So we got a nice act 1. It's dope right now. So now we're just trying to turn it over to act 2 and act 3, and we go pitch that. I think they're gonna love it though. So right now I'm on my creating 2 though.
Okay. Anything else that you think you're trying to do? Like just other ways to bring some bread in or something?
Pretty much just the podcast, creating, of course, doing shows. I'm saying shows with you, shows without you. That's about it, really. I don't really have no plans or nothing else. I'm about to start what's the name for my podcast? I'm about to separate myself from the pod. Not separate from the pod, but it's going to be an extension for the pod, because being as though we shoot in bulk, we missing out on a lot of like topics to talk about, trending topics. So
Yeah.
now I'm about to start going into the studio and do like a little 15, 20-minute clips talking about all the trending topics. Like right now, you got the Tuskegee got a dress code now.
Yeah.
I went to a HBCU, so I want to talk about that. Like LeBron going to Philly. I want to be able to talk about these things. So now I'm going to start going into the studio like twice a week and just do like 15, 20 minutes talking about everything that's going on in the news.
Why don't you just do that from your phone?
From my phone? Somebody else said that.
Because having to truck somewhere else to do it, it could be discouraging. Like, I'll do that shit later. Next thing you know, that topic is not relevant anymore.
Not relevant no more. Yeah,
So
that's true.
you don't use social media enough. You already got a nice following, but you know how the algorithm works. If you're not posting,
You're not, yeah.
Your likes and shit is gonna be trash.
Yeah, and I let my take over my my social media. Underground Lounge. I don't remember the last time I posted a regular post.
Yeah.
On my page, yo.
So you should do something like, you got the Underground Lounge, so do a play on words with it, like the overtime or the overground or something like that, and have it run alongside with the Underground Lounge page.
Right.
So you post something and then tag your regular page to
Tag
it.
the page to go with it. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
So it's like almost like people thinking it's the same day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all doing bulk, so they let this out this week, and then you attach whatever current event you want to talk to, attach to that video. Because then that way, when you do the Underground Lounge post, you collab with your own page.
Yeah. That's all on my page.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So we got the Underground Lounge to do the post, then me and Lou will collab on them.
So here's the thing, and this is not affecting just us, but everybody, because there's people that got like 1 million followers and still they not doing the ticket sales. I think the problem is social media has become an entity by itself. It's one whole separate thing, and people are following you just for your content, not necessarily to come see you perform.
Right.
Because you're not even posting your stand-up.
Yeah.
You know?
I think those are the people that's doing good, the people that's posting
stand-up too.
Doing it, yeah.
The clips, of course.
Yeah, the clips, yeah.
That's why Mojo blew up, because, I mean, he already had, he developed the following from posting his videos. Then he started doing the clips. Nate Jackson posting the clips. And it's all crowd work shit.
And the sad part is I do that on every show. I do something where I'm messing with the crowd or something.
Man.
So I think that's what I'm going to start doing when we do our shows together, or I'll do my solo shows, have a camera with me and just record.
Man, at the end of the day, we still a team, right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, you doing your solo days, I'm doing my solo days. We still doing shows together, because people are always looking for some type of guff or something like, oh, what's going on? This look weird right here. Why this nigga doing shows by himself?
Right.
We have to capitalize on all things. So if that means we need to start recording our sets so we have those moments to post, like, it's too many things out here that can help us with what we're trying to do and where we're trying to be.
For sure.
And the reason why I want to start doing dates solo, one of the reasons is because when we first started going out as Plastic Cup Boys, we were selling a lot of tickets. We were selling out some shows and everything.
We was doing theaters, bro.
Yeah,
we
right.
did Detroit. We did Philly.
Chicago.
We was doing theaters,
Houston, yeah. And
I forgot about that, Houston.
Yeah. Dallas, too. We did New Orleans, House of Blues. We did a little House of Blues run.
Sheesh.
But even at the comedy clubs, we were doing better. But once we start getting to the point, it's like where they paper and everything, I'm like, it's no advantage to us going out together. You know, I'm being stifled with how much time I can do. So I'm like, if I'm gonna get paid the same amount, I might as well go by myself.
Oh, yeah, makes sense though. No, it's definitely time to do it. I'm glad we had to talk with the agent. Mm-hmm. Shout out to where we at? CBS?
Andrew. William Morris.
William Morris. Jeez, I don't even know. I'm tripping. But it was good that we had the meeting and we had the conversation and stuff like that. So that was good. Mm-hmm. I feel like it is time for. But see, that's what I was saying. If we'd have had. That's what we should have did too. Even from the first Plastic Cup Boys tour that we did, we should have did Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3. We should have did something like that where we do 15, 20 minutes. Because all we need is an hour. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that would have helped with the whole, because think about it. When we first started doing the Plastic Cup Boys, it was new. Mm-hmm. It was fresh. Mm-hmm. I think that's why the ticket sales went crazy.
Yeah.
But then after that, it was like, We ain't got nothing to follow up with. We ain't in no movies. We ain't in no, you know what I'm saying? But that's one thing. Kev was always in movies. He was always in everything. So I think that's always helped some sell tickets.
Another thing, when he first started in the early Plastic Cup Boy days, and when he first started to blow up, the people that was coming to the shows were our fans too.
Yeah. Well,
and I feel like that core fan base that he had are the people that are saying, I'll watch that shit at home now. Because, you know, maybe they, you know, you lose fans. It just happens.
Yeah, and
right?
ticket prices
is high as fuck. One of the reasons why he's been able to remain relevant is because he's a movie star. And I actually hate that because I feel like his last couple specials have been good.
As hell,
yeah, they've been good, and people just not like they maybe gave up on after the one he did during COVID or something.
I think that's his worst one.
The one in the basement. The basement. Probably. That probably was the worst one. It was one maybe.
I'm biased because being at the shows, like I don't be watching the specials.
Yeah.
I don't be watching them, but being at the shows, getting the energy. So I'm biased. All them Jones be funny to hell to me. I think that was the only special I wasn't at.
I wasn't
during
either,
COVID.
but I did watch him work on it a little bit.
At the rooftop.
Yeah. But I just think it was rushed. It was rushed. But you know, Kev's at that space where, and even us, like you tell a joke, it gets you some laughs in the audience, and you be like, "Oh, that's good, that worked." But is it going to translate well on TV? How strong is it? Are people just laughing because it's you?
Right.
You know, you get caught up in that. But people don't realize that when you are that level of celebrity, and you know you have to keep producing content over and over again, because your first special is years of material together.
Right.
That's the first 10 years of your fucking career all in one special. Then you got to come up with something new every 2 years after that. Yeah, man, it's hard to.
And you're still doing movies, you're doing TV, you're doing brands, you're doing this, you're doing a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, shout out to him for being able to do that shit. I always say Kev is one of my favorite comedians, not because he's the funniest.
What's your top five? Kev in your top five?
Yeah.
Him mine, because I said I saw The Journey.
So, man, just the ability to be able to just keep producing like that without writers. Them niggas is not right. They don't write the sets.
Right.
They write it down.
They organize it.
Yeah.
They do some punch ups. Yeah, they're not like writing out a whole joke and just giving it to Kev.
So
people think that though. People think I write for Kev.
Me too.
For real, I'm like, I don't write for Kev.
Nah, I don't write shit.
I mean, if I'm watching them, I see a tag, I'm like, yo, you can try this if you want.
Of course.
I'll do that, but that ain't me writing though.
But Kev's in my top five. Kev, Chappelle, Eddie Murphy. Bill Burr might be getting up in there, man. I don't know. Maybe I always like to give Chris Rock his props, and I had Tony on, and even though Tony makes me laugh more than Chris.
You say that every time too.
Man, nigga, so fucking funny.
Nah, Tony funny as hell.
But
when I had Tony on my pod, I was saying like, yo, man, you one of the guys that I watch. Man, he said, really? Why you never talk, man? Come on, keep talking. I never heard you talk like this, man. Come on, I said, yeah, man, you one of them guys. Come on, bro.
yeah, Tone's a beast. But I always root for you. I always speak highly of you. I get frustrated sometimes with your work ethic because I know what you could be.
Yeah.
And I just want, like I said, we squad deep, we team forever. So I always look at it like, yo, if I get the opportunity to help this nigga, then I'm going to do it. That's not only because he's my boy, but because I know you can do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we're at that point now where we really got to lock in, yo. And I want you to lock in. And if that mean I got to be an accountability partner, I want you to lock in because this shit that we got going on ain't going to last forever.
Oh, no, for sure.
And if we don't figure out our own ways, then we going to be assed out and they going to be downgrading like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that nigga care about to buy an island and say, fuck everybody.
Yeah. And he would be within his right. Yeah. Like, nigga, I carried y'all niggas for 15, 16.
Yeah.
So, But yeah, man, we gonna figure it out. What's your mental space at right now? Where you at? You feeling good? You happy? I know you already happy, but are you?
I'm
feeling
feeling good.
positive?
As far as like with the podcast, you know, this we're on season 4, I think now. We're on season 4. We over 100 and something episodes. It's still climbing. So, and I love the fact that we independent. We don't have no distribution. It's just all us. So for us to have what we got right now is really good. I think we're in a right space. Me and Lou still talk every day. Shout out to Lou Williams, my co-host for Underground Lounge. We're trying to expand the brand. So I told you Wayne, Harry, and Donovan, they got Sipping with the Plastic Cup Boys. So since Donovan from Mississippi, it's called Sipping with the Plastic Cup Boys. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So they're shooting in our studio. We got more space over there where we're about to try to like do something else with that space as well. So we're gonna put them up on an Underground Lounge, Sipping with the Plastic Cup Boys, put that out there some more. What else? Space as far as where I'm at with it. Family, man. Family's good. I talk to my son more now. I get my daughter more now because we ain't on the road like that. So I'll be having her at like a week and a half. I just had like like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half. Like her mom already called me. They're in Philly right now. Joe, as soon as I land, can you come get her? Keep it for a week again. I got you. I got it. I'm home now. So I got my daughter with me. I haven't seen my son since when he came to the not this tour. Was it this tour he came to or the last tour?
And the last tour we had.
Last tour we came in Jersey. He came. He pulled up. That was the last time I saw him. But yeah, I'm in a good space, man. My dating life is still cool. You know what I'm saying? Everything's good with that. You know what I mean?
You doing your thing. You ain't letting nobody stress you out.
I'm at peace. I love being home alone, man. It's nothing like walking in the house and just quiet.
Okay. That's
Damn,
good.
I love it.
All right, and we're going to wrap it up. This I want to tell you. Yeah. You keep going through your up and down with your weight.
Oh, yeah, I'm fat again.
So, look, you see your father is not doing well right now. You know, genetics, all that shit, bro.
Oh, for sure.
You know, your dad's a big guy, you a big guy. We make jokes, but we at that age now where it's like, yo, you got to take this shit seriously. So, you know, I want you around for a long time, bro. So,
oh, yeah, for sure.
And one thing about you, when you lock in, you go hard.
Yeah. I think that's my problem, too. I lock in, go so hard, and I'm like, I'm good. And I fall off hard.
You know how it is when we on tour, it's harder to stay in shape because the way we eat, the travel and all that. Bro, challenge yourself and find you a nice, comfortable weight and just stick there. Yeah. What's good for you? 230, 240?
I think like 240. 240. I think right now I'm like 275, 280 right now.
Yeah, man. Get that up off you, bro.
I gotta get that up off me.
Get it up off you and stay there because
there's a lot going on.
Yeah, man.
Oh, niggas dropping like flies, B. Yeah, can you say that? Dropping like flies?
Yep.
Maybe I shouldn't laugh after I say dropping like flies. Shit. But no, that's real though. That's real.
Yeah, man. But I think that's about it, bro. I really ain't got money. Unless you got something else you want to talk about, we can go ahead and wrap it up.
I don't think I got nothing else to say.
Got the Underground Lounge.
Shout out to the Underground Lounge, man. Make sure y'all check out every new episode drops on Wednesdays on all streaming networks that you watch your podcast or listen to your podcast on. Yeah, man. I think
what's the handle? Get the handle. Is it at Underground Lounge?
Yeah, at Underground Lounge. I don't think Underground is all the way spelled out. I gotta look at it again. But at Underground Lounge, put it in search. You'll find it. It'll pull up.
She'll put it on like
that's it, man. Look out for me. When is dropping?
This is in 2 or 3 weeks.
In 2 or 3 weeks? Make sure y'all check me out at Flappers. I'll be at Flappers in September. I don't have the day right now. I mean, I could look at my phone and we could just pause it. I could do that. I had to move my date because something came up. Reasons where we at. Bar 1 Plus. What's the name? Josh. Come on. Phone always freezing. September 3rd. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all check me out at Flappers on September 3rd. Yeah, man, that's about it, man. Look out for your boy, man. I mean,
and we got our Philly date is finally coming up, right?
Yeah, our Philly date is, I just saw it, October 2nd through the 4th. Yeah. Punchline
Philly, October 2nd to the 4th. That's Plastic Cup Boys show. Me and Spank doing a show together again. So make sure y'all come out Philly and support us because that last time we was there, shit was ass. So,
but the time before that, we sold out and added extra show and everything.
Yeah.
It's weird, man.
It's weird like that, man. But yeah, man, thank you for coming through and being one of my early guests, bro.
For sure.
Talk, chop it up about certain things, let the people know that we locked in stronger than ever.
Yeah, man.
And
no beef here.
Yeah, never. So that's been another episode of DMC with Na'im Lynn, and we out here, man. We catch y'all next week.
Deuces.